just wanna run. My energy is safe and when reveling I'm undone, I feel the decay. I don't wanna be alone. I can still feel you inside my bones.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I am so stoked to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure to follow me on socials at ATDmusic, on Instagram and Threads at ATDreacts, and on Facebook at ATDofficial. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my newest single, Bones, which is out now on all streaming platforms. You guys can find that at the link in the description below. It would mean the world to me if you guys would check that out. Obviously, you've noticed this is a little bit of a different episode. So, when I did the last Ren and Chinchilla video, I had quite a few people, because I was commenting saying that my girlfriend and I knew of Chinchilla before we even knew of Ren, from Little Girl Gone, which went viral on TikTok and some other things. And I had several people comment, hey, you should do the reaction to How to Be Me with your girlfriend. So, everybody, this is my girlfriend, Amber.
Hello.
And we're going to be reacting to How to Be Me from Ren and Chinchilla together. So, without any further ado, we're going to dive in. You ready, babe?
I am ready.
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, 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 oh.
Already haunting acapella.
Yeah.
Their voices sound so good together.
I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead, and the fear baptized me, my king.
So I find it interesting, in the very beginning part, you can hear like the reverb and stuff on the vocals.
Yeah.
But then when he goes to the acapella right there, it's like all the effects cut out.
Yeah.
It's just like the raw voice there. I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead and the fear baptized me. Holy shit.
Quite a way to start.
Yeah. I mean, people told me that this was going to be a heavy one, but that is a kick to the nuts from the jump.
Yeah.
All right, let's rewind this a little bit here.
I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead, and the fear
You can hear the instability in his
my
voice.
kingdom turn to dust, and I watched all my riches rust. Have I lost the Midas touch, or do sad eyes blind me? Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me.
I like that.
Like the little like staccato singing at the end there. Oh my goodness. So when she came in at the beginning, there was like the harmonies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice how when they got to the chorus, they were both singing the melody.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought that was really cool because there's kind of a built-in harmony it's not really a harmony, but it's like a counter melody where it's the same thing, but because her voice is so much higher than his, that it still kind of gives it like a harmony type feel. How are you feeling about it so far?
I really like it.
Yeah.
Her voice is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, just absolutely gorgeous anyway. Yeah, it's kind of like a little... Ooh.
Little chills, little
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to that chorus start again. Let's see.
Or do sad eyes blind me? Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me. Oh, I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe.
Okay, hold on.
Holy smokes.
That little run was insane. To harmonize a run like that, I just want to hear that again.
Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me.
He actually goes down. Instead, they're doing the same melody the entire thing, but he goes the Kates, and she stays on that melody. I just noticed that time. That's the thing about Ren and even Chinchilla is like you can watch the same thing over and over, and it feels like you catch something new every time.
Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me. Oh, I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me.
You good?
I'm good. I think you and I both have had those times where it feels like we literally forgot like who we are, how to be ourselves, and that hits deep.
I can't stop watching her. Like, I keep trying to look over to Ren, and I'm just like, I'm like captivated by her.
They're both so expressive in just their body language, even beyond their voices.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe in these holes. There are bruises on the walls. There are bodies in the floors, and they breathe so loudly.
You know
Oh my
what this
God.
reminds me of? This legitimately could be like even in the actual one itself, this could be in Sweeney Todd.
It does. Yeah. It has that feel to it. Like the kind of like speaky, singy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very theatrical.
Yeah. And even like the actual like notes and the chord progression that's in it is very kind of like dark and haunting in and of itself. And it's interesting because it's just an acoustic guitar and their voices. I'm watching this and like I forget that that's all it is.
Yeah.
Because their voices like take so much of that space in such a cool way. But yeah, I'm like I could literally hear even like the lyrics. There are bruises on the walls, there are bodies in the floor, and they breathe so loudly. Like that could be
Yeah.
in Sweetie Todd or in
Yeah.
a musical or something. A lot of people, since I started doing this Ren journey, have talked about how he's like a modern day bard, and like comparing like to Shakespeare and like the poetry side of things, and like that's very evident
Yeah.
like in here for sure. But
Yeah.
I agree with you about her. Like her emotion and her body language is just like you can't look away.
Yeah. And I don't think it's taking anything from him. Like, I mean, he's playing the guitar too, so there's only so much emotion in facial expressions, but like, it's just like her hands and everything she's doing. I just can't like stop watching her.
Yeah.
In these holes, there are bruises on the walls. There are bodies in the floors, and they breathe so loudly. I wish I could move, get up and walk right out this tomb. Do our saviors die too soon? For my sins surround me. Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me, follows me, follows me, and it suffocates me.
I love that. I'm a sucker for, what is it called?
Kind of like an echoic, like someone
Yes,
says something and then
yes.
someone else says something. Yeah, like overlapping melodies with each other.
It reminds me of like Row, Row, Row Your Boat. I know that's so stupid, but like
No.
it's
No, but-
so appealing. Like it,
Yeah.
my ears, like they were very happy.
but Ren even like plays on that, where he like she sells seashells by the seashore. He like mentions I
Yeah.
can't even say it. He like mentions that in one of the ones he like says knick knack paddywhack. So he like he
yeah.
brings in, I think it feels like it's something that it allows people to connect with it because it's like a sense of familiar. Even though it like is something entirely
Yeah.
new that you may not have heard before. That back and forth right there was
I loved that.
awesome.
Die too soon, for my sins surround me.
That slide up from Chinchilla.
Over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me, follows me, follows me, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. Oh, is I forgot how to be me. Hallelujah. Where is my God? Where are you? Hallelujah. Nothing is pulling me through. Hallelujah. When I don't know how to be. Hallelujah. I forgot how to be me. When he gave up the fight, a quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
That was How to Be Me from Ren and Chinchilla. Wow.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about it, like as a whole?
I love that. I didn't, so I don't know much about Chinchilla. I kind of did like a quick like deep dive because I knew I was going to be doing this. And then I've watched some of your Ren videos. Them together is like very magical. Like them separately they're amazing, but there's something about the two of them together that's like completely different level. Yeah, that's really good.
You know, like the whole concept of like twin flames and like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it can be, it's not necessarily always a romantic thing. It can
Right.
just kind of be like your soul or your spirit just connects with another
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like from what I've heard about them, like it's a very like brother sister type relationship, but like it feels like that. It feels like they both, like there's just something within them that connects with each
Yeah,
other in
I
a
agree.
way that when they're singing together, don't get me wrong, Ren puts an incredible amount of emotion into
Yeah.
everything that he does. This is the second Ren and Chinchilla one that I've done, and this is the first one that you've listened to. There's just something different in it. And it's like a texture in his voice. It's like I said like instability earlier, and like a shakiness, and not in like a pitchy kind of way,
Right.
but it's like it's it's vibrato is what it is, but it's also very just totally raw.
It gives a lot of emotion, like, because you can hear it at the very end there. It almost feels like when you sing and you're like on the verge of tears and you kind of get that little quake.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. And
Yeah.
he, like, that's what he is giving, like, multiple times throughout this song.
Yeah. And then Chinchilla, her voice is so powerful. Like her voice has so much depth and texture to her tone that there were multiple moments when they would do the slide up together, she was taking the lead on those, where it was like her vocals were the ones that were kind of like standing out in those moments. And what's cool is like it felt like throughout the entire song they each kind of like, it was a give and take where like at some points Ren was taking the lead, at other points Chinchilla was, and then at other points they were like fully in it together. I mean, that's a 10 for me.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
That's a 10. I did notice, so I did read some of your comments, and I had noticed a lot of people were saying that you start as like a Ren fan and become a Chinchilla fan.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting that like I love Chinchilla. I mean, I played her songs on repeat for quite a while. But I had never heard of Ren until you started doing reactions to his stuff.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I do love Ren, for those that had asked how I felt about Ren, since I had started out with liking Chinchilla, and I do really like his stuff.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Well, I think it's people were, and you found this out like as you looked into it a little bit more too, but like the nails and the hair and like the appearance and stuff, it's what makes her feel comfortable when she's in front of a camera or when she's at a microphone or whatever. And it's I've been obviously doing all of these Sleep Token reviews and reactions lately, and obviously they're like in masks and they're like this anonymous, but I think it's kind of in the same category somewhat, where it's like the external things that she's doing are things that allow her to like I don't want to say a different side of her, but just like this confident and like just this ability to fully be who she wants to be. I think is like a really cool thing. And literally, like, we both found her. You found her first with Little Girl Gone, and then that blew up on TikTok. You had sent it to me, and like from the jump I was like, okay, like this girl can sing. And I remember the first time that we listened to that song in the car together, and it was the first time I had heard the whole thing, because I'd
only
just heard all these clips and stuff on TikTok. And towards the end, like 3/4 of the way through, where she kind of gets to that bridge area and she hits those high notes, and I don't know if you remember, but like we were in the car and I was like, ooh.
Yes.
So I know that they've done other stuff together as well, besides the one that I did previously in this one. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And who knows, maybe we'll have you back on and do some more of that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. This was such a highly requested reaction that I want to know what all of you think. And for those who maybe are watching this for the first time with us, I want to know what you guys think too. So make sure to drop down in the comments. Let us know what you think there. Like I said at the beginning, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that little bell, follow me on socials, check out my new single. I'll see you guys back here for the next one.